Whoa, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, someone who cannot do a backflip. Maybe one day. How you doing? Hope you're doing well whenever you're watching this one. For me, it is 3:20. Well, not too bad. Ended the stream a little while ago. Played FTL. Game was pretty fun. Had a good time with it, but I don't know. Ended the stream. I was pretty tired, so I went and laid in bed. I've been doing that more lately. It feels like a bad habit, but I've been just like going and laying down in bed after some of the streams for like 20 minutes. It's probably a bad call. One of these days I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna fall asleep, and then you're gonna hear from me at like 1 p.m. panic recording to hit the timer. But maybe not. Hopefully not. Anyway, hope you're doing well today. Yesterday's run, there's a lot that I should have done, and there's a lot the game could have done. Ultimately, we move on. Happens like that sometimes. I feel as though I've mostly gotten past being mad. I can't be mad at this game anymore. We're to the point now where if there's anything that happens in this game, it can't really be anyone's fault but mine. I know at this point what I'm doing wrong. If I had stopped and thought about it a little more, I would have found the line in yesterday's run. However, it's neither here nor there. In today's run, maybe we will find the line. You never know. Pretty exciting. Little. It's nice. It's good to play a new run. I'm ready. I thought about recording actually earlier today because I actually thought about recording another run after last night's run because I was not. That one left a bad taste in my mouth. Losing that run felt real bad, but I didn't play another one, as you can tell. Anyway, let me ask you the question and let's get rolling, shall I? It bounced a few different ones around that I wanted to ask. I landed on what is your most played game on Steam? You could do just in general, but some games are harder to track. For me, my most played game right now on Steam is Monster Train, of course. It was Slay the Spire for a very long time, but I stopped playing Slay the Spire more or less. I still play Monster Train every day. My most played game in general is probably World of Warcraft. I think I spent a surprising amount of time playing that game when I was in middle school. It's like something that I just don't remember. A time that is kind of gone from my mind. I vaguely remember what I would do in that time, but I think I spent a lot of time playing World of Warcraft in middle school. If not that, then it's League. I spent a lot of time playing League of Legends in high school. I don't think it's League of Legends, though. Anyway, let's get rolling, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that. It's Awoken, Exile, Melting, Plating Seal, Daedalus, Curse Fell, Diligent, Seraph, Glimmer, Molten Encasement, Bramble Ash. Clan combo I'm pretty comfortable with. I feel my best with Awoken. Grab Root Split Mask for sure. Want to play Cultivating. I've been getting harassed a little bit in the tier list because I don't like Cultivating all that much, so I'm gonna click it. I also don't want to play Spikes. We picked up Root Split Mask, so this is a great run to play Shattered Shell. And after yesterday's run, I could use a Shattered Shell. This trial is awkward. However, we're going to take damage for this trial, but we are going to crush the boss because we're gonna get so much free Cultivating off of the Root Split Mask triggering. So I feel pretty good about it in that regard. I feel like for the most part though, I have reached a point with Monster Train where I am mostly unbothered by this game. We're at 1,300 hours, if you're wondering. I have played 1,300 hours of this game. Maybe I should have played Spikes with Bramble Ash start. Oh well. Too late for that now. May as well take something to primitive mold, yeah. Oh, I'm stuck on Super Ultra. Oh wow, that floor overflowed. I didn't think about that. Interesting. One guy got to go up for free. How about it? Yeah, for the most part, I feel like I'm okay now. When something bad happens, sometimes it'll bug me a little bit. But I'm only ever mad at myself these days. It's not a good feeling. I know what I did wrong. I know of my own mistakes. We only take, what, 1, 2, 3 more? We take 6 total for the triumph? That's a pretty good trade. 4 real, 4 real. I'd take that trade. I mean, I did take that trade. It was good. The Sentient didn't end up getting big numbers, but the Train Steward is. He's 2023. That's pretty good. He might not crush the boss. Nah, he crushes the boss. Cool. Great combat. Very good. Yeah, I want to play Cultivating Sentient here because I never play Cultivating. I mean, I do play Cultivating Sentient. I think I just play her poorly. The revenge effect I don't like. I prefer to play Awoken Hollow. And you can play Awoken Hollow when you have Sentient. You start with Restore. Quick Razor Sharp Edge here. Entombed Explosive is usually a good take. We could take a Burnout card in case I get shown a Burnout unit. In my mind, I play Awoken here. Let me look ahead. Awoken Banner at the Steel Shop. I play Awoken here. I'm not going to pick a Burnout card. I'll take Entombed Explosive. Not Thorned Hollow. Not Thorned Hollow. I think that the odds are pretty low. I think the odds are 0 that I get an unplayable unit. It has to be a bad rare. It has to be like Vine Mother here or something like that. Endless plus 10 plus 25. Shadow Shot. There you go. Nice and easy. If I reroll this shop and there's a multi-strike or a quick in it, I can get it by skipping the relic. If I can't afford it. I think that's worth. Quick, and I can afford it, even better. Quick, plus I can afford it. Great news. Slamming quick here might be wrong for what it's worth if there's an Animus of speed. However, no, I feel comfortable putting quick down. I can just self-infuse Shattered Shell here. And that's fine. Quick kinda counter-synergizes with Revenge, though. Maybe that's bad. Probably fine. Let me click the Hoard, I want it. Blights and Scourges cost 0 with Curse Fell, Diligent Seraph coming up? Yeah, sure. Could take Sap Tap. Sap Tap is pretty good as well, but I'd like to cancel Curses. Makes me feel a little bit better about taking double draw. Maybe not too much better, though. I wonder if Quick was wrong here. Is Quick the wrong pick here? This is one of those situations I don't know if I've been in. I know I've had like a Quick combo before. What did I have it with? I don't remember. I had a run that was bad that ran a Quick unit. I did take Razor Sharp Edge, so we have some built-in scaling here as well. I'm going to play Razor Sharp Edge. It's going to save me a decent amount. Although my man's killing himself, right? 3, 6, and he's going to take 6. No, he kills himself, yeah. To play Entombed Explosive, but this is real bad now that I look at it a little closer. The Quick is bad here. Very bad here. I wonder if it's just permanently wrong to pick Quick. I'm thinking about what I want to do here. Obviously I can play the Entombed Explosive. If I play the Entombed Explosive, I'm never getting a Cultivate onto my Shattered Shell, though. There's a chance that I can get a Cultivate down by drawing into a Glimmer, which is reasonable, I would say. Yeah, I feel like I can take a turn here. Yeah, so now I can pull a Glimmer out. It takes 5, I can heal it back, it'll be okay. Glimmer here too. Alright. Good draw. Acceptable draw. Oh yeah, no primitive mold. I wonder if with Revenge Sentient you have to not take Quick. It's possible. It's something I have not considered before now. I feel like it should be okay. I take 6 here, huh? No answer. Yeah, take 6. Not great. I could do like a delayed release and Molten Encasement here. I think we're fine, right? We have Cultivates going. I think the Molten Encasement is right to put down. Because it'll attack and kill itself, right? Maybe not. I don't think it does. I think it eats 2 cultivates. I think it's bad. Yeah, right. Take 6. I think we should be fine here, right? Close. 215. He lives. He hits me 1 time. It's interesting. So I guess I could have played... Maybe I should have played the Molten Cases then. Hard to say. That's fine. It's only 6 damage, no big deal. Trial taken. Trial victory. Probably take another Razor Sharp Edge. Purifying Cleanse. It's a heal. I don't need a heal though. I'll press skip. What do you got for me? So I do need to put something on Shattered Shell to make him not die. Does the Self-Infuse cover it? I think it will. I think the Self-Infuse will cover it. Yeah, because on the later fights, enemies are going to be hitting the Sentient. It's a fact, for sure. If nothing else, the boss will be hitting the Sentient, right? Like, we'll probably be okay with double Shattered Shell line. 20 HP, I think, is good enough. I'm gonna wait 1 round. I could also... Oh, I could take off the quick, huh? Huh. I could do the infusion the other way and we could play no quick. I'm gonna go right for Pyre Health and then another relic here. Thorn Fruit's good. I like Thorn Fruit. There's a weird line you could play here with Reforming Shattered Shell also if you wanted to try it. ×5. I really don't want to duplicate anything here. None of these cards make any sense to duplicate. Huh, you could do a... You think Spike Sentient 5 Bramble Lash Multiply would work here? It'd be kind of cool. I don't want any of them. No Value Stone. If there was a Value Stone here, you could play a really cool run with that. Oh well. Okay. I want to see how the quick unit feels in this combat. And if it feels bad here, I'm going to just infuse no quick. And it's rough because I spent all my money on this, but at the end of the day, you can just admit that I was wrong and move on, more or less. That's the theory. And I think I was wrong, looking at it now. Give a Train Steward in the death rotation. I think the quick is worse. Taking damage on the Sentient and healing it back seems better. Why did I do that? Why did I just incant? For what? We're at 11. So weird that quick multi might be the wrong line. He does land some decent scaling, too, to be fair. A lot of cards in this deck that just do nothing as well. Ideally, we pick up a big heal. I think if I play quick or not also depends a bit on if I have a good heal option for my Sentient. Because if my Sentient's healing is bad, I'm not feeling too good. Let's see what they show us here. That's my feeling. Yeah, once he gets to a certain point, though, he stops getting Cultivate triggers. And as scary as it is to stop, or to have damage going through the Sentient like that, that is what she's here for. So, I should probably... I think I do need to get rid of this quick. Have I learned nothing? No, I think I've learned something. We go, yeah, it sucks I wasted a bunch of money on what is effectively no benefit. And we also died a Daedalus. While we're at it. Nah, barely live this. Quick wins that. But also his health and numbers would be much higher because of enemies, yeah. This card used to cost 0. Had a moment. This card costs 1 now. But I'm gonna click Unleash the Wildwood, and I'm not gonna think about it anymore. And I will not take any of these. Picked up Thorn Fruit. Still gonna take draw. What do you got for me, Steel Shot? No multi? That's what I expect. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the quick. I was wrong. Could infuse Wickless Baron. Instead of +3 on Slay, you get +2/+2 on Harvest, which is basically, it's 1 less attack for 2 health on Harvest. So if I want to keep quick, I can take Wickless Baron and put it onto the shell. Huh. That's fine, right? Is that better? It's real close. I think that's better than quick multi with Sentient in front to tank the big hits. I think that's better. You can go for it. I mean, Harvest Sweep, classic plan. I think this is a better play. We get Harvest value now instead. And we pivot the run. No big deal. We pivot once, we pivot again. We go Cultivating 2, 80 HP. I want to reroll this just out of anger. I'd like to see multi-strike sometime in my life, but we'll see. I'm gonna pay 1 to remove a Shattered Shell as well. I think without multi-strike, this run can still get there. It's just gonna be a little more ugly. Mark of Invasion is a lot of free harvests. Any Mark of Invasions they show us are big value. Yeah, I think without quick it might still have been better now that I'm looking at it though. Because just think about this, we're losing so much cultivate value here. Look at this. What do? It's a consistent conundrum I feel like I face in this game. I don't really want to play any of these. I should play Sting, but I don't get anything for playing any of these cards, right? I guess I could kill the tombs. Yeah, this makes sense. Look at that value from the trial too. Thanks, trial. We're scaling at a rate that works for Shattered Shell now, I feel pretty good about saying. Root Split Mask acts as multi-strike in this run right now, so we have that going for us. I recognize I'm stinging an enemy that is gaining 10 armor every time I play 10 damage. It just doesn't matter, right? Yeah, you get some value out of this. Maybe I should have looked for Spell Chain. I should probably try to put Spell Chain onto Razor Sharp Edge. Weird I'm filtering through all these cards, right? There's just so many cards here that don't matter. And I think that with the Baron Essence, it's fine. So the reason that it's okay with the Baron Essence, the big idea here is that cultivating Sentient acts as your HP scaling for Shattered Shell. So seeing the Baron infusion becomes our defensive scaling for Shattered Shell. And I can just live on this plan. And then we just have Sentient full health as a tank for Relentless instead of being a full tank all the time. Now I could just have her full health all the time because of Unleash the Wildwood, but that's neither here nor there. And this is another example of why I don't really like Cultivating Sentient though. If you end up in the Quick Sweeper line, which I like to play a lot in Awoken, this unit is 80 health. Stone cold nothing. I want to play Engraft, really. You want to play Engraft? Not particularly. Invigorating, I have enough draw. I don't need to take any of these. Could take Votivary. It's never really wrong to take Votivary. Yeah, and she's a free harvest every round, maybe. Actually, it needs to get hit to be a harvest, so... yeah. Show me a multi-strike, please, game. I'm starting to lose faith. I'm starting to lose faith in monstertrain. Here's the deal. If I lose this run going to steel shops to try and find multi-strike, that's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. At this point, I went to like 3 with rerolls in the first run, 4, 5, and 3 with rerolls like 5. We've seen a collective of like 6 steel shops now without multi-strike. I don't want to complain too much, and again, it is my fault, much like I moments ago said. If I lose this run, it still doesn't feel good. Intrinsic. I want to -1 or value stone that spell chain razor sharp edge. I'm not going to get a -1 because I'm not going to that magic shop. I am sending it. I'm pathing worse now because I'm upset. Is that really correct? I don't know. Multi-strike on enemies. Harvesters of Death kind of scares me, but multi-strike is more cultivate procs. I'm down for it. Yeah, this is the worst possible outcome right here. Hello, welcome to the worst case. That guy might actually just outright kill me. I have played a little fast and loose here, and this opponent may put me straight in the ground. That's a big boy, and I am not very scaled. I didn't plan for worst case here. Classic mistake on my part. Did not plan for worst case. That might kill me. I'm not actually certain. 15 times 2, he does 30 per round. Yeah, he has to be under 60. Oh, he kills me. Holy moly, he kills me. He destroys this run. Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I shouldn't have taken the multi-strike. I didn't respect the infused tank, and that's my fault. 100%. Again, you gotta know. This is something that I should recognize, right? I disrespected Harvesters of Death. I said there's no way that the overcharged tank on the first wave is gonna be infused. It's a free relic, because it is a free relic if he is not infused. From here, we start to scale up, but, you know, that guy devastates me. Absolutely ruins you. Oh wait, does he kills me, right? Yeah. Pretty rough. My fault. I shouldn't have done it. I wanted the relic. I don't know why. I mean, it was greedy for sure. I've been pushing the bounds of greed a little bit lately, but we learned a few things on that run. Probably don't want to play quick with Cultivating Sentient. Actually, definitely don't want to play a quick sweep with Cultivating Sentient. I think that is the real takeaway on that run. And yeah, maybe we'll see multi-strike on this one, because we would have also been fine if we saw multi-strike somewhere along the lines. But again, my fault. I'm not gonna do the intro part, you know the deal. Thorn Fruit starts fine. I'll play Cultivating Sentient again as well if they show it. I'm happy to do it another time. No Root Split Mask, I'm gonna miss it. Arc of Invasion, I can pop the first guy pretty comfortably, but we're real weak here. Our first shop, like, it's a melting shop. Could go double Awoken. Could just play the same run, but don't pick quick. Might do that. Either way, I think the Invasion Trial's I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I've been playing more greedy lately. I should really dial it back, you know? I just wanna click things. What causes it? Great question. No answer. I just wanted to click that trial. I wanted the multi-strike. And again, it would have been a fine trial if I didn't pull the worst possible infusion, right? And I don't know what the infusion odds are. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Realistically, it is a position where if I see that it's Harvesters of Death, I do not click the trial. Like that's the position. If Harvesters of Death, don't click the trial, because if that tank gets infused, you see what happens. He does 30 per round to your pyre if he walks up. You have to be very confident in your ability to kill that guy, and I was reasonably confident, but I shouldn't have been. There was no reason for me to be confident in killing that enemy. I never have a chance of killing him with that setup. I've been having a few bad monster train runs lately. Maybe kill the boss. I'll dial it back in this run. I took what 6, 7, 8 for the trial. I'm pretty sure, which is fine. 8 for 75 gold is a decent trade. I'll take Glimmer in case it's not Shattered Shell, but I bet it's Shattered Shell. I'm going to play towards it being Shattered Shell. I should pick Wicklash for same reason, in case it's not Shattered Shell, but I'm gonna go right, and, you know, if it kills me, it kills me. I don't think it will. I don't want to play a melting run here. I don't want to play, like, I don't want to play any of the melting options. Bounty Stalker would be fun, but, you know. Hold over +10 -1. Yeah, it's Shattered Shell again. This time it's Shattered Shell, but I'm not going to play quick. If you want to do something weird, we could play Holdover Molded and try to reform Shattered Shell. I don't really have an interest in doing that. You could hold over Dripfall for the final boss, but I'm okay. I'm not going to spend any money here. Could buy 1 removal, I guess. Now, like right there, I really wanted to click that artifact. I'm not going to click that artifact because of reasons that we have seen moments ago. It's not worth it. It's not worth the pack shards. I know this, but I really want to click things right now. Gotta do a mental shift, but I don't know, man. More relics fun. Slamming bottom floor against these goons. And triple sting here. Triple stinging there does. I could double sting the protector for a little bit better scaling, but I think we're okay on the boss. I think we're fine, right? 40 HP, we get a bunch of cultivates. It should be okay. I'm sure it's fine. Right? We get some free slays. Dripfall here. Sting the boss. We're good. We're good. Didn't take the Spikes trial as well for obvious reasons. Razor Sharp Edge would be nice here. Sharpen is like bad Razor Sharp Edge. I should take the healing card here, which is Restoration Detonation. I don't have Unleash the Wildwood yet. Stealth with Cultivating Sentient seems real bad, so I'm not going to pick that. This is the one. Multi-strike. No, I'm not going to click quick either. Huh. Awoken Hollow is a weird pickup as an infusion for Shattered Shell. Start scaling him by healing an Awoken Hollow infusion. Is it bad? I don't know. Let's try it. I've done a lot of shit with Shattered Shell, so let's try it. That's something I haven't done. Oh baby. A multi-strike for me? Oh baby. Is there another temple? Alright. I'm gonna do the infusion now. This is a worth infusion to get right away. It's also big, it's like base stats. It adds like a large stone's worth of stats. Pretty close to the Shattered Shell. ×5. Stop offering me this. I don't want this. Stop showing this to me. Not on this run anyway. Yeah, I just leave the Shattered Shell open for another. The idea here is, as you can guess, I put the Awoken Hollow infusion down. I can throw excess healing onto my Shattered Shell now, which we will have turns where we have extra healing, especially if we pick up any sort of Unleash the Wildwood type plays. This is Rage, yeah. Like on a turn like this, we get to gain 2/2. He's gonna start splitting his cultivates. That is the thing that I am expecting here. I don't have ways to lower my man's HP, so I'm just gonna start splitting cultivates. Again, might be better off putting the Sentient on a different floor even. Shattered Shell, Awoken Hollow might stand on his own, but if that were the case, I would play quick, and so I will not. Oh yeah, if you cultivate Restoration Detonation like this, it counts as a kill, because it counts in as healing too for some reason. It's a strange interaction. I guess like this. We're very strong in this early game. We have a 28 times 2 at baseline, so. I do need to plus 10 some healing cards, it feels like. Make some restores better. Something like that. Need my Sentient to not die. That's the key. Maybe too many stings here also. Maybe too many stings here. Hard to say. Yeah, we're and to the point where Sentient's cultivating herself, which is not a good sign actually, because that does kind of top out our cultivating scaling a little bit. Without a big heal to full heal to Sentient, we could be in a weird position, but I'm awoken, so I should find healing. Or we could get into a Reform Sentient line, where we play Sentient, have her die Reformer. Don't heal her at all, just Reform her so she's always full health. Now I'm gonna play Unleash the Wildwood. Thank you for this Unleash the Wildwood gift. I appreciate it greatly. And I don't think I need draw. We're capping out on draw every turn. Don't really need energy either, though, is the big thing here. Like, I don't need draw that much, but I also need energy, not at all. So I'll go draw. This will be a draw energy run, and I'll take draw first. Removals are all I really care for right now. It's not Diligent Seraph either, so I can cut out all of my cards more or less. I'm gonna thin this deck down to a lot of healing. Plus 1 stack. Plus 1 per stack of regens, cool. 10 shards here. Yeah, I'll take them. Go to 35. And on this run, I'm going to now not click any trials that are going to kill me. I feel like every now and then in these games I kind of regress. I'm going through a bit of a regression period where I'm unlearning things that I know. I know not to click those trials, but I do them anyway sometimes. I don't know why. It's okay though. I will relearn what I have lost. Interesting that he escapes, huh? I'm gonna do a little trip ball and then train steward action here. Go ahead and get a cultivate extra in. I mean, it's not that crazy because he's bottom 4. We don't have time to start scaling. Not all that surprising, I suppose, really. Going to look for the big pickup on this run is intrinsic holdover, Unleash the Wildwood. If I get that, then I think this run is done. If I can keep my Sentient full health at all times, that is the big outcome. Because then we get all of our cultivates go to Shattered Shell until Shattered Shell's up to Sentient's HP in stat line. Which means that if Shattered Shell gets to Sentient's HP, he's probably like 90 times 2. Or actually on Divinity it'll be like 160 times 2. So like the upper bound goes up when Sentient's health goes up. Any relic that increases, like Champion HP relic would be good here, for example. How great would it be if Floating Fungus gave enemy regen bonuses as well? That'd be fun. I'm gonna click on... Oh, this is a good pack. As much as I want to click Focus Growth, since we have Unleash, I think I'm gonna click Ensnare. Ensnare is a great one-time kill on an enemy. I don't need to play Hollowed Halls. You could play Hollowed Halls. I'm not gonna play Hollowed Halls. It's weird. Purgestone. It's gonna show me holdover at least. Double stack Ensnare is pretty good. I'll throw plus 20 consume down, but I don't really want to throw that down. Do -1 on... I don't know. Doesn't matter a lot. Put it on restore. Double stack, ensnare. Sure. Don't think I'll need it, but why not? Go ahead and purge our last train steward. Gonna get through all these primitive molds. Hey, a holdover. Look at that. Holdover Unleash is big money, and I will leave the other slot open for intrinsic. I'll make ensnare free. It's fine. And don't actually need to do +10s on anything now because we have Holdover Unleash. Draw like 7 cards a turn or something like that. Didn't realize I had 2 removals waiting for me here too. Yeah, we're gonna hyperscale now. Everything is ready. Yeah, I mean, I could take this trial. I'm gonna take it. I think it doesn't matter. I think armor 15 doesn't add much. I have ensnare, I have a lot of scaling. We're also lower on pack shards, so he shouldn't be infused. I don't want to take away from that loss that I should just never click on any trials ever, because that's the wrong lesson to learn. However, maybe I should learn to stop it disrespecting this fucker. Is he gonna hit me again? No, I drew it in snare. Good news. He almost did it though. My bad. He did almost get another hit in. This enemy's insane. In terms of scariest combats, you definitely have Harvesters of Death. This combat is absolutely frightening when you see shit like that. Huh, enemy actually gets away. Falling might have done something, but I think it would just make too much harvest. Crystal Cloak's a little scary. I have no option to slow the Crystal Cloak down also, so if I get robbed here, fine. You got me, Monster Train. I think Thorn Fruit might end up being a negative because I make this deck so small. I'm gonna have too many fruits, too much sting. Might be. Kinda gonna just take a look. Yeah, we're good. Boy, I would have not felt good if I lost this fight. It would have been surprising as well, to be fair. Another Unleash. I need to up my density of healing cards. Unleash number 2 is good, but since we have Holdover, the second one doesn't do anything. Awake does a little more because of Regen 3. Could take Crushing Demise, but I don't feel like it's great. Yeah, basically, need to take more healing cards because of Thorn Fruit. It's gonna fill my deck with stings otherwise. Hey, 2 multi-strikes. Thank you, Monster Train. Very cool of you. Cut out all the reforms, because there's no reason to really keep them. I'll leave 1 in, just in case I can sneak a robbery in with it. Somehow. Holy moly. That was so not worth it. I should stop trading health with that event, too. Simple has... You know what? I wouldn't have died in the last run if I didn't trade 20 health for fucking +5 spike or +1 damage on spikes. I would have lived that combat at like 4 HP if I didn't trade that health away for Spike's Relic. Yeah. That makes it a little worse. Actually, I don't want to put Extreme Stone onto anything that affects damage, but I do want to take Extreme Stone and go to 60 pack shards here. So I'm going to go ahead and Extreme Stone Restore. And we'll go to like... We'll go to 85 here, so I take 25, 15. Yeah, we're fine. That was the correct choice. Failure Arcus is the one that can hit us as well. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think it is good to delay this Cliff Guardian a touch. He's the only enemy that really threatens any damage here, so putting him away for 2 waves and just putting like a little "I'll deal with you later" tab in him, that's fine. Definitely gonna take energy. I do have enough 1-cost spells that energy makes sense. Yeah, with Holdover Unleash, I get 2 full value Cultivate. Yeah, I think if you take anything away from this run, because one good thing about the way that I do this series, right, I leave in the losses, so you can learn from my losses just like I learned from my losses. What can you take away from this run? What is there to learn? I think that if you're playing the Cultivating Sentient line, you don't put Quick Sweeper behind it, because you lose so much value on Cultivate that it makes no sense, right? You want her to get hit, and then you want to heal it back. And that becomes your game plan, as we're doing here. This seems much better from a scaling standpoint, and also from a survivability standpoint. You noticing what I'm noticing about Awake here, by the way? Card's unplayable currently because I have Holdover on a 1-cost spell. Is that gonna be in can? That's gonna be in can, yeah. I knew it had to happen eventually. I'll heal you 1. 312 for free though. Pretty good. I mean, we're cruising now. It is a little interesting that we have no quick on this run. It puts us in a position where... I think it should never put us in a position where we could die, because the Sentient should never be killed, right? I don't think there's a wave that can 1-turn kill my Sentient. So, I think we should be fine. Maybe the multi-strike wave could do it? Maybe the multi-strike wave could do it. Save the Sentient. Hashtag save the Sentient. That didn't work. She's dead. I don't believe this. Again, I don't need another Unleash. Thank you, though. Does my man have a higher health or attack? He's a higher health. Very slightly higher health, though. I don't think Adaptive Mutation makes any sense. Energy, yeah. And I'd like to go see some cost downs. And a relic. Bloom of the Exiles is very good. What did I say earlier? More health for Sentient is good because it ups our Cultivate ceiling. Seems good to me. Gonna show me Value Stone here? No? That's Spell Chain. Oh, I don't have to take Intrinsic, or I have to duplicate. That's kind of gross. Oh. Guess I'll Spell Chain Restore. This is a pretty grody one, though. Because to get to enough pack shards, I need to take 10 here, so I could take 15. I could take 30 in this ring, but I'll take 10 and then we'll duplicate. I'll play Intrinsic on Invigorating Solution and we'll call that good. I could have taken only 10 and then done a duplicate, but... Or no, I didn't have to take that 10. I could duplicate for 10, now that I think about it. A little bit clearer. I'm okay, though. I think this is fine. Maximizing pack shards like that doesn't really inspire me here. I'll buy 1 removal and go. Cultivate 3. This run's gonna end up being pretty short. Or this episode's gonna end up being relatively short anyway. Not gonna take armor 20 here. No Sinner's Cell. Bad. I'm gonna buy myself some time. I'm gonna play top floor. Could take space and play mid floor for this run also, something I didn't even mention, but it's an option. Now that's a card right there. Now that's a card. That's one you write home about. And you go, hey, what the fuck? It's worth 6 here? Yeah, it's worth more here. Worth 6 damage. I don't think we're gonna quite scale to hit the 290 second round. Or third, man. Thank you, Ensnare. Also, this game is asking for some big scaling on my part. 290s on the first 2 waves? Tough. My scaling is a little slow for that. However, If you just double draw Ensnare, because Ensnare is the greatest card of all time, it's an easy situation. Actually, an easy proposition if you just draw that one Ensnare twice. God, Ensnare's so good. Ensnare as a one-off in any Shattered Shell run, please. Absolutely. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to go this long. I'm rather tired. I gotta start recording these earlier. I've been tired because I've been out of coffee, I feel. I think that is what is causing it. I've been lazy. I haven't felt like going out to get more also, so I've just been dealing. I'll go and I'll get more soon. And maybe that is it. Is it really just coffee? Maybe it is coffee. I don't feel like it would affect me this much, because it's the end of the day. Like, I would drink my coffee roughly 14 hours ago. Is that right? 14 hours? Yeah, about that. Yeah, I should get some more. Been trying to drink tea a little bit more lately instead of coffee. Tea doesn't really have the caffeine though, so you know. That's the downside. Liquor's Liquor does nothing. I guess spells get an extra upgrade slot's kinda cool. Can make something cost 0 that shouldn't cost 0 here. Hey, like Unleash the Wildwood. That's big value. Double stack. I'll reroll. Remember the good old days when double stack didn't have a +1 on it? I remember. I think it's more important to make this restore cost is it 1 less. When you have a spell chain card, this -1 is like -2. You save 2 energy for it instead of 1. Makes it a little better. Just double stacked, right? Yeah, give me another Ensnare. That card's worth it. Trinket Shop. Oh, there's a Root Split Mask in here. Too bad. I don't think I had 270 anyway. Just looking at the relics. I don't think I had enough to buy a Root Split Mask anyway. Would I have bought it? Probably not. I think the -1s are worth more. We have 2 Ensnares. We basically have Root Split Masks. New Root Split Mask just dropped. Alternatively, I feel like you could do No One Cared Who I Was until I put on the Root Split Mask. I feel like that's the name of a Cranberry video. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the Root Split Mask, and that run is saved by Root Split Mask. Has Cranberry done that one? I should message him that one. Tell him, hey, I just had a great idea for a YouTube thumbnail title combo for you. Maybe you'll see that one soon. I'll mention it next time I talk to him. Maybe you'll see that soon if you're a Cranberry channel watcher. Or I'm gonna go to Super Ultra for the rest of this run. I'm tired of holding down right click. Hey, don't take my regen. Stare out. Cut it out. It'd be cool if you could toggle off Thorn Fruit. Although I guess you kind of do. Hang on, doesn't it kind of toggle off here, now that I think about it more? When you draw 10 cards, you don't make a sting, right? Isn't that how it works? You get a handful message? Yeah. So I can actually put an upper bound on my number of stings. Pretty easily, too. Which is good news. A mechanic that I forgot and have since remembered. Yeah, we're killing it on the Cultivates, too. Hopefully, at least we've learned something. I feel like these last few episodes have been good learning experiences for me. It's good to get knocked around a few times. You gotta lose a few runs to get to the point where you can win. In the legwork, if you will. There's some learning still to be had with monstertrain, which is good. That's always part of the fun as well. can't be kicking myself every time we lose. I'm not about to put up the 100% win rate statistics. I'm not Dust. I'm not gonna make those numbers. Just kill these 2 enemies for free. It's worth it. I'm pretty happy with where I find myself. I'm around a 60% win rate in this game, which I'm happy with. I think that's a pretty good Covenant 25 win rate, especially for the speed that I play at. I don't sit down and think all of my choices through. Not thinking all my choices through does lead to some situations like the Apex in front from yesterday where I think the run is an unlosable run and then I find the losing line, which is disrespecting Chase Seraph too much. This run had nothing to fear from Chase Seraph though. Divinity should be also a walk in the park. The Divinity is a lot easier to get your Shattered Shell scaling on because the first wave is much weaker. How are we feeling today, Divinity? You feeling good, buddy? Hope you're doing well. As well as you can be, anyway. Take off the damage shield. I missed out on Vine Grass, but I'll draw Glimmer. And Glimmer will work. Yeah, Thorn Fruit kind of self-regulates, something that I didn't realize until right about now. Oh, I've talked about it before, so I've kind of known in the past, but when you draw to 10, Thorn Fruit stops drawing, or doesn't make stings anymore, so you can curate your deck even with Thorn Fruit in it. Good little bit of intel for you. Even if... oh yeah. Sure. Even if it seems like it's too much, if you're getting too much draw, it's just going to stop making stings, which is good. Now, sometimes it's going to make stings because of the draw orders, but that's a risk you're taking. It's a worthy risk. The relic is good. I'll go to bat. Thorn Fruit's great. I know there was a period of time in... I think there was just a period of time not too long ago where we all collectively... well, you know, basically when I was streaming this game is the period of time I'm talking about, and we is me alongside Twitch chat, came to a feeling that Thorn Fruit's kind of bad because it floods your deck with stings. It's important to know that it doesn't actually get to do it unless you... I didn't draw any way to finish off the Inquisitor, huh? Huh. He's gonna hurt me a little bit. I didn't draw... he's not gonna kill me, right? He's at like 140. Does he kill me? Ooh, that was close. Yeah, didn't draw either of my ensnares. I mean, it puts us on a very clutch timer here. Could have slowed it down for the drama, but I think we're okay. How much damage does the multi-strike wave represent here, by the way? I wondered that. 83. That's quite a bit. If I double root this boss, it takes out any possibility of him ever reaching me. Something that I probably could have done for the last one, but didn't think about. You're never gonna get past 600. You are, though. And yeah, I think if I don't double root this boss, I might actually die. So, that's an important tip. That's an important stop, think about it adjustment. An important hold on, wait a minute, I'm losing if I don't do something here situation. I want to play my stings. Decided. Alright. GG. I have recovered from the pair of bad runs I put upon myself. I mean, last run, you just don't click the trial, it's fine. That one's on me. And the run before is also on me. They're all on me. That's the theme. But it's good to see multi-strike again. We went through a little bit of a drought there. It's never feeling good to miss multi-strike that many times in a row. But we got it. We got there. And I should do it for this one. Generate challenge. Not copy deep link. There it is. AgainAdditionAssure. AAA. That's my kind of AAA, if you know what I'm saying. What? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.